as you can see, I'm still dealing with a bit of disease, but I will say that mulching the crap out of this has worked wonders. I cannot believe how much this vine has absolutely shot off since I mulched all around underneath it. And I saw my very first pumpkin this morning too. Where was it? Let me find it and I will show you. Oh, I feel like it was somewhere. Yep, here we go, towards the end of the vine. So our very first little pie pumpkin is on there. The flower is not open yet, but once it does open, I'll make sure it gets pollinated. But yep, it's taken off. I bet this vine has grown 2 feet in the last couple of days, and it has started to stretch out this direction as well. So we've got 2 little shoots that are taking off. And honestly, my cucumber in the backyard is the same. So this one has really started to take off. I bet it's doubled in size from last week. And we have lots of new little cucumbers. Let me see, there's one. This one I just spotted this morning and made sure that it got pollinated. This one, and then this plant over here has a couple of cucumbers that I know got pollinated because they are finally taking off. That one will be ready to pick in the next couple of days. So really happy to see the progress. But mulching these, I also sprayed it with copper fungicide, but I had been spraying these with copper fungicide just as prevention to keep the blight from the tomatoes from spreading. And it seems like mulching it really did the trick. It's taken off big time since I put out the mulch. While the burgers are cooking, I am going to go ahead and slice up my cucumbers and get them soaking so that they will be good and soaked through by dinner tonight. And then this evening, when I'm ready to eat, I have some corn on the cob that I'll just pop in the microwave. I have green beans that I'm going to put into a pot on the stove and let them cook down. And then I have some zucchini that I'm just going to chop up and throw in the air fryer. So all of those things can be prepped before I eat them, but the cucumbers I want to get soaking. So I am going to use some bell pepper. I have a banana pepper from my garden, which I wasn't supposed to have. They were supposed to be jalapenos. I bought a packet of jalapeno seeds and I ended up with a bunch of banana peppers. And then some of the onion that I shredded for the black bean burgers. And then I picked these up at the farmer's market over the weekend, which hopefully that will be the last time because it looks like I'm finally starting to get some cucumbers on my vine. Now that I've gotten rid of the pests and seem to have tampered down the disease, they're growing much better now. So anyhow, I'm going to get to slicing this stuff up. I definitely miscalculated the size bowl I would need, so we are going to upgrade the bowl size and then I'll get the rest of this sliced up. I grew up learning how to make this from my grandma, and she didn't even use a vegetable peeler. She even peeled the vegetables with a paring knife, and I mean, she was the oldest of 15 kids growing up in, a farm family during the Great Depression and then following World War II. And I mean, she had this stuff down to an art, but in today's age, we have things to make this much easier. And I would really like to get a mandolin. And I've got one in my Amazon wish list, and I will get to it one of these days. It's one of those things where, I mean, they're not super expensive, $20 to $30 on average, but it's really hard to justify spending the money when I don't technically need it. I have everything I need to do this. It's just that it would make it so much simpler. I would have been done slicing this in a fraction of the time because you just stick it on there and you do this until it's done. One of these days. And now just a touch of sugar, just enough to cut some of the bitterness from the vinegar, but not enough to make it sweet. And this is a reason why I hesitate to eat both cucumber salad and coleslaw that anyone outside of my family makes, because I swear everybody drowns theirs in sugar. It shouldn't taste sweet. And I think that is such an American problem. We oversugar everything. And it is definitely a habit that I have broken since going plant-based. But even when I was younger and not plant-based, I really didn't like sweet-tasting cucumber salad or coleslaw. So just a little bit of sugar, and I'll kind of taste test the broth until I have it just how I want it. And then I'll put it in the fridge to soak. A little behind the scenes for you guys. This is Michael's DeWalt laser level tripod because my tripod broke yesterday. There is a tilt function. Well, I was going to say, let me show you, but I already threw it away. There's a tilt function that allows the camera to tilt this way to change your angles. And the little wing nut on it broke. And so now you either have like straight ahead or pointing at the floor, and no in between. So I had to order a new tripod, which is due to be here Saturday. But in the meantime, Michael's like, you can use this one to get you through. And it does not have a tilt function because, you know, for a laser level, you wouldn't want it to tilt. So I have to adjust the legs up and down and make them kind of off center in order to get my angles. So it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's getting me through. So hopefully things don't look too different in my videos. While that's cooking, I thought I would share with you my findings from the garden. The green beans were a wash. There were really a couple of like little small beans, but mostly there were just a bunch of flowers again. And I am going to hop out there real quick and spray as soon as I'm finished eating too. I need to spray copper fungicide back on everything, and then I will hop back into work after that. But I thought I would share this with you. I have never done stuffed squash blossoms before, but I found several on the zucchini or laying under the zucchini and the pumpkins. And since I just made some cashew cheese, which you just saw me put on the pizza, I think I'm going to try stuffing these with that, and maybe I'll look and see what else I have that might be fun to put in here, and then batter them and pop them in the air fryer. Now, traditionally, these are obviously deep fried, but I want to try doing it without oil and just see how they turn out. So I'm going to give them a little bit of a wash and stuff them, but that will be later on. I don't have time to do that now on my lunch break, but maybe this evening I'll hop back here and do that and share it with you.